Hey y'all, Planned Parenthood asked me to tell someone how I see them. So, friend, I want you to know that I see you, the empathetic, charming, generous, compassionate, amazing, and of course, hilarious person that you are. I see the way that you care about the people around you, and I feel so blessed to see the real you.
Wow.
Yeah, just wanted you to know that you are my little cinnamon apple, and I love you so much. Planned Parenthood sees you. That's right. They truly see you, not just as patients, but as people. So visit beseen.org to learn more. That's beseen.org to learn more. All right, let's start the show.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the show, everyone. I am Michelle Trachtenberg.
Ooh, I will just be Harriet the Spy because I really fucking love that movie. And this is the read.
It is indeed. I was thinking like Gossip Girl era Michelle Trachtenberg, which...
Oh, I didn't know she was in that.
Oh, yes. Georgina Sparks was the one.
I never watched that show.
I don't blame you. And I like want to go back. Like when I thought about this earlier, I don't even know why Michelle Trachtenberg came to my mind, but I thought about it and I just thought like I immediately went to how like strikingly pretty she was on that show. Dark hair is really a thing on her face. And I was like, oh, I should go back and like binge Gossip Girl. I don't know if it's still on Netflix or where it might be available, but I loved it when it aired. And then I was like, at the same time, that was a show that was so marred with like the trends at the time because you're following young, wealthy socialites in the Upper East Side. So everything for them was about what they were wearing and texting and social media and all of that. But like you're also then dealing with phones and fashion and all of that shit from like 2009. So like I know it's gonna be cringe in some of the ways when I go back and watch it because like at the time it was modern and I can't even afford that phone and now I'm gonna go back and watch it and be like shit. I have not seen a Sidekick 2 in a month of Sundays and I didn't miss it.
That bitch was flexing with her pink razor. I couldn't tell her nothing.
Only ruined by Blake Lively and her terrible acting.
Oh, damn.
Horrible, okay. Terrible. Worst part of the show. All right, guys. So let's talk about some Black excellence this week. First of all, let me say, I went to Because of Them We Can to find some potential Black excellence for this week. And on the main page, I was like scrolling down and very easily saw a picture of me and you. And I jumped.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no, that would have freaked me right out. Like, what are we doing?
It absolutely did. I jumped out of my skin. Like,
don't do that to me.
I was like, what? Because I look at this website all of the time, at least once, twice a week. So
I would have thought y'all doing too much with these targeted ads now. Google, leave me alone. I would have thought that was like a Google thing, 100%.
But we have a comedy album that we're working on, and so that was what that was.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Because I also was like, what the fuck are we doing on here?
I really sat here and thought about it too. Like, nigga, for what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. You guys were very nice in the thing I read, so I appreciate that. But no, we are not the goddamn Black excellence.
Of course not.
Of course not. What? This is for excellent people. So this week we're talking about Brandy and Brittany Jackson. These twin sisters are from Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. Lots and lots of love out there. I hope you made it through winter. They're twin sisters that are also both doctors. And they are the first doctors in their family, first twin doctors in their family, something to that effect. They were on Ellen. I heard that they, the chief white gay gave them money to pay off their student loans. They live for Allen. Cleared that.
Okay.
But they have not only made it as twin doctors, but also are putting in the work to uplift and motivate other Black and brown people in the medical field. So they both graduated from, get this, Twinsburg High School.
Leave me alone. That's so cute.
I was like, what kind of Disney Channel shit? Are you they're twins that are doctors that went to a high school called Twinsburg? All this is missing is like Brenda Song or Hilary Duff or somebody. But yeah, they graduated from that high school as salutatorians. You know,
that's close enough. Yep.
Too. And Brandy went to Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine. Her sister Brittany went to University of Michigan Medical School, and now they are both doctors. And they were inspired by the doctors that they saw growing up. Which one is... Okay, Brandy is a psychiatrist. I think she's the younger twin, which...
Okay.
I love that twins, like, know who's younger and older. Like...
And be holding on to that shit, too. Like, I'm 90 seconds older than you, bitch, and don't forget it.
It is the length of a Rico Nasty song in between y'all niggas. And they hold on to oldest, youngest.
They do. They really do.
But yeah, Brandy's a psychiatrist, which... If you listen to this podcast, we love that around here. And Brittany is a family medicine doctor. And I saw this interview that they did on The Jam where she said, as we call it, family medicine. She said, from the cradle to the grave. That's what that means. Oh.
Oh, like the whole family from the... Oh, okay. Not me also I just thought family medicine was like, you know, just general doctor. I'm just a regular
I mean, it is.
Doctor.
But like, I've heard the phrase cradle to the grave a million times in my life and never thought about what it meant. And I watched this interview where she said, yeah, like we start, you know, the cradle to the grave is what we say because literally from you need to get your first couple of shots or whatever till, you know, your sciatica or knee pain or whatever, like they've got you covered.
Till you need a new hip. Yeah, they got you from the rooter to the tutor. That's nice.
But their online platform is called Med Like Me, medlikeme.com. And it's basically a platform for minority doctors to link up, discuss, ask questions, and just basically they wanted to provide the sort of support and upliftment that Black and brown doctors need to sort of survive in the field because there aren't very many of them, especially Black women in the field. And so I'm a big fan of that, especially as a still relatively young Black man. I wish all of my damn doctors were Black and women if I can have it. Like, especially,
just being honest.
And like, I don't know about many other places, but like, I feel like my experience going to the doctor, like any kind of doctor, whether it's a family medicine, you know, primary care, dentist, whatever, I feel like the doctors in this city are so overworked that a lot of the time it's like it's like they're trying to give you like an adequate amount of care while also being like, girl, I need you to get the fuck out of here because I have like
right. You have
80 other fucking patients to see in the next 30 minutes.
Right.
So it's like every time I go to the doctor for whatever it may be, whether it's just a checkup or like I really have questions, I kind of feel like their attention is not all the way there. And I feel like mostly with doctors that are not like me. And I feel like, you know, I don't know. I just assume maybe that if I had like a Black lady doctor, maybe she would like, I don't know. I just feel like I have way better luck with Black women in the medical field.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Black practitioners, period. But
Yes.
yeah, I feel the same way. And I love this. It looks like they have a podcast too, and they have
Oh, lovely.
the Med Like Me is also like an Instagram account and probably a Twitter account too. And so they just post, all this different stuff that they're doing. And I love it. Like, we definitely need all the Black doctors and other health practitioners that we can possibly get. So.
Lawyers, engineers. I couldn't think of any other occupation. All of the things.
Those are the only two jobs you can think of.
Right. What else was I going to say? Police. Anyway, so
that's the one we don't need.
All right, so let's move on into our pop culture segment, which is called Hot Tops. Eve's paints Laurel.
Wow. Look at you. At you. Just please, child. I mean, just happier than a fly and shit. Look at you.
Woo! I am back, bitch. So,
amen to that.
Yes, I've jotted down a few for the coming weeks.
Really, really proud of you.
All right, so let's start with an update. I believe it was last week that we talked about Tyrese and his new girlfriend.
Okay,
and
I'm gonna
shaving her vagina on Instagram stories. Well, many of the girls on the World Wide Web had similar reactions to us on the program. And so Tyrese's girlfriend, Zeely Timothy, posted the following response on her IG stories. She said, "Wait, let me get this straight, ellipses.
Oh no, it's about to be fucked up.
I'm supposed to seek validation with my life from y'all MFs I don't know. Okay, got it." With like a maybe a full dozen crying emojis.
Who said that? Who said you were supposed to seek validation from niggas on the internet?
I guess like that was her response to everybody having an opinion about her choices, their choices.
Nobody said you should care. Why would you make that assumption? Y'all just be talking to talk.
I love when the girls like get a response or reaction that they weren't craving. And then their response is, "I'm not looking for validation from you bitches anyway." Yes, you are, hun. I'm here to let you know that's exactly what you're doing. See, the thing about it is you might not think that you're seeking validation because, I don't know, like let's say you were doing one of the many regular, normal, everyday things that people do on Instagram. Posting videos, photographs of your baby, what you're eating for breakfast, lunch, or whatever that day. Outfits, your section at the club. Like you're posting like everyday shit and the girls have their comments, right? If most of those comments or all of those comments are positive, you say nothing. But when the girls have like comments, criticism and stuff, it turns into, well, I'm not seeking validation anyway. Yes, the fuck you were. If everybody were like, yes, girl, I too asked for my man to, whisk away the hairs from my pum, then you wouldn't have it like... You wouldn't say anything about validation because you would have gotten it. You see what I'm saying? If I were to be all right, for today for breakfast, I'm having some avocado toast. And like all 30 or whatever of my responses are like, yes, bitch, love avocado, love toast. Yes, breakfast of champions. Like if all of that was that, I wouldn't say nothing about validation. It wouldn't even come to my mind because I got it. Versus if I were to post that and everybody would be like, oh, bitch, disgusting. Who the fuck are you? Carrie Bradshaw? Who eats avocado toast? Then I'm like, oh, well, I wasn't seeking validation from you anyway. Bitch, that's the fuck you were. You just didn't receive it. And so now it's like
I see.
highlighted in your mind that the girls were like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know how old this girl is or like what the inspiration behind this was. But this is why I asked,
Lord.
how many of y'all are having your significant other,
Yeah, we're not doing that.
do your lower landscaping?
No, most
And
of us are not.
I think I got one response that I saw anyway. That was like, oh yeah, me and my nigga used to do that a lot. It was like an unintentional bonding exercise or some shit. And I was like, okay, cool. But did you put it on Facebook?
Nope. Because why would you do that?
There it is. Because why would you do that?
So this is what I'm saying. Like when you say, so let me get this straight. I'm supposed to care about blah blah blah.
Seek validation.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be seeking validation from you niggas. It's like I don't understand how you got there when nobody said that you were supposed to care about what people on the internet think.
Yeah.
Was that your assumption that you were supposed to care? Like, why are you bringing that to us as if anybody said that? Like, that was never the conversation. But also, like you are bringing up right now, like, bitch, y'all are the ones who posted a video of him doing this. You could have just done it and not included us in it, and nobody would have had anything to say about it at all. You act like you fucking Beyonce, Britney Spears or something, and paparazzi is just hanging out side of your house waiting to see what you and your pussy are gonna do that day. We don't care. You invited us. And then mad that we got something to say about it.
If you weren't seeking validation, what were you seeking?
Never would have posted it. Never would have posted it if you were not seeking validation.
What was the point? What were we supposed to, like, do you not understand that we have questions? Miss Ely,
right?
What, you, unprovoked, shared with us video footage of Jody waxing your box. And we wanted to know why. And this turned into, I'm supposed to seek validation. You're not supposed to do anything, girl.
Didn't say that.
You know what I'm saying? But I love it when people do weird shit on the internet and people are like, hey girl, that's weird. And it's like, oh, well, bitch, I wasn't asking you.
So then why is it here?
Like, you would have never.
Like,
if you
this isn't just your bowl of oatmeal or something. Like, this was some deeply different behavior, and you knew that. So it was either validation or attention that you was looking for, or both.
It's like if you would have gone out and bought a Tesla Model X, matte beige, and then posted it on Instagram, and the girls were like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, or matter of fact, fuck that. Everybody lives. Let's say all of your commenters live. You wouldn't think, I don't give a fuck what y'all bitches think. I'm not seeking validation from y'all. I like the car. That's not at all your mindset. You want for people to be like, oh yes, girl, I see the vision. I too enjoy your decision making here. You are that girl. You thrive off of that, which is why you're fucking sharing it with us. And that's okay. You chose to share some odd shit with us. And we said, that's odd. And now you talk about seeking validation. Like, girl, stand up in that. Or let Jody stand up in it, since I guess he is. But don't be talking to... I can't.
Right. Like, you could have just not done this.
Yeah.
And it would have been a complete non-issue, not a story. Wouldn't have been thousands or hundreds or however many people commenting on the situation and your pussy and his technique or whatever else. If you had simply left us out.
Just kept it.
What's wrong with leaving it? I leave the internet out of 99.8% of the things that I say.
I'm talking about.
So why on earth? Like, maybe you should ask yourself why you posted that video, or I don't remember which one of them posted it, but clearly you were fine with it. So maybe y'all should ask yourselves why y'all felt like that needed to be shared with the entire worldwide goddamn web in the first place. Yeah. Maybe you should ask yourself why you give a shit. Why are you going live with your surgeon on Instagram? Why
Yeah.
Why are you doing the things that you're doing? You don't get to decide that you want to be a social media influencer and share your life with people and then be like, how dare y'all have an opinion on the things I choose to share with you?
It doesn't make sense.
I don't get that. When the option to just not is right there.
You act like we full kung fu kicked your front door open and came into your house as Tyrese was shaving bush and then like offered critique and criticism.
Right. I didn't even know who you were before this story.
At all.
I'm glad to not know nothing about this.
I've seen Baby Boy.
Please.
I've heard
The Coca-Cola commercial.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
We sure
but
have.
all right. Did you know that Nene Leakes has
Nope.
a nightclub?
I did not know that.
Well, it's called.
Does she really? Or are you
Yes.
being funny?
No, she really does. It's Atlanta. Of course, she has a fucking club. She's
Is
Nene.
this like when she tried to start a show called The Read?
I think this is where she tried to start a show called The Read. Anyway, she's got a spot called the Lenethea Lounge, and
Girl, get that old
Did
lady
we not
shit
talk
out of
about
here.
this? Apparently
I've never heard of this.
I don't like. No, I think when I read about this today, it felt like the first time I've heard about it. But she like announced it last year at some point.
I don't pay attention to Nene.
In the past week, I think she posted like, "Hey girls, the Lenethea Lounge is now available for private events. Send your info to this Gmail." And yeah, I don't even know what part of Atlanta it's in. Shit, I'm assuming it's in Atlanta. But when I first heard about this, I was like, I hope it's just, why not just call it Lenethea or the Lenethea, right? And apparently that's at least what the fucking sign says outside of the spot, the Lenethea. But I guess it's one of those things where it's like it says that, but then when you look it up on maps or Google, it's actually called the Lenethea Bar and Lounge Grill or something like that.
I just don't like the name. It's zero creativity.
I do. I'm into it.
Because I mean, Lenethea that name don't make me want to go party or smoke hookah or whatever y'all doing in there.
The thing about it is it sounds really 5-star to me.
What?
Like if I didn't know who Nene Leakes was, and someone was like, "Oh, we're going to the Lenethea for brunch," I would be like, "Oh, girl, that sounds like some place that has like they serve duck pate,
Oh, like the Four Seasons
and some shit with like capers and like a lemon wedge."
Not you acting like capers are fancy.
I hate them, actually. When in reality, the Lenethea probably serves gizzards and like fried hard.
Fried, of course.
And
is there any other way?
Scrimps, not deveined. Not deveined.
Gross. Not deveined. You just gotta, it's a little gritty in your mouth. You're right.
Jesus Christ.
It's a little gritty-shitty in your mouth.
Why do you listen to this podcast?
They bored, child. They ain't got nothing else to do. But yeah, I mean, I guess I can see that, but knowing who Nene is ruins the name for me. It really does. Like, Old Lady Gang is a better name to me. It really is. And it's not great either. But the Lenethea
It really
Lounge and Grill
is not. It's not great.
It's not. The Lenethea Lounge just sounds like it's for senior citizens.
It really does. And I mean, if you look
cut a rug.
at the picture that I'm looking at, and this fucking furniture that they have outside the front of this, it is giving your 57-year-old auntie that parties at the 18 and up.
It's exactly. First of all, this is in Duluth. All
but
right.
also has corns.
Case closed. I don't even. I'm not looking at nothing else.
There's nothing else to talk about. Like, there you are.
I saw Duluth, Georgia, and said nope. It is for the 80s. Then it's not in downtown Atlanta for
all the way through. It's for the 80s of the aunties of all ages and the gays. Also of all ages.
That includes us.
So
we should go. When we're in Atlanta next,
never.
we should go.
Never.
I'm not finna be in Duluth that late at night.
And I mean, like, the Lenithia.
The Lenithia, that's like the name of a signature drink you have at your lounge that is called something else.
You know niggas are going to call it the Nene anyway.
Right, exactly. They was gonna call it Nene's Lounge regardless, so I would give it...
What you finna do tonight?
Whatever.
Girl, I guess we're gonna go to the Nene and have a couple drinks. Like, everybody's going to call it the Nene. But, you know, good luck, madam. Unfortunate that she's no longer, I guess, seeing it for Bravo, and Bravo feels the same. I don't know. Because she could have, like, they could have been the nigga Vanderpump Rules. And I mean, sign me.
Now, that would be interesting. I would want to see a reality show of the people who work at the Lenithia.
Sign me up. Exactly. Because
but Nene herself, you can keep.
I feel like the bump on Nene has always been like, oh, girl, we don't care. You so like,
a lot of people do. She has a lot of fans. I'm just not one of them.
I could say the same thing about Lisa Vanderpump. I don't give a fuck about her goddamn 13 2-ounce dogs and her like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, she pops up every now and then to remind us that her husband he still has a pulse and they're still rich and like she owns the place. But like, the show was so wrapped up in the drama of all of these like completely delusional young entitled white people.
Yeah,
I will absolutely watch the same for Nene and whatever niggas that she hires to work in this place in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Through and through.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think Bravo sees it. Andy probably doesn't see it and should probably take this to Zeus or someone else to run it into the ground. But for the record, Andy, I would have absolutely watched nigga Vanderpump Rules. There you have it.
Take it to IGTV and call it a day. I mean, just like, or don't do it at all. And because I don't know, like, it would really have to be focused on the employees because I don't see the aunties agreeing to be on Nene's Instagram when they came.
Nobody give a fuck about the fucking customer.
Okay, they put on their bootcut jeans for a fun night out with the girls. And they are not trying to be part of your Instagram.
Hire all of the 26-year-old girls and gays and drag queens that you have to offer, and
yes,
completely focus on all of them and their drama and their fights. And then every now and then, Nene can show us whatever sarong she just fake designed or whatever, and then we can move on. Like, I'm saying that is like a brilliant show idea and possibility. And especially since Nene has said more than once that Lisa Vanderpump, like, stole a property off of Sunset Boulevard from her. Did you ever hear about that? Yes.
No.
Nene says that she was looking for like a space to open a spot in LA, and she asked Lisa Vanderpump for help, and Lisa was like, no, don't go there, girl. It's a dump. It's trash. It's awful. I wouldn't be caught dead there. And then as soon as Nene turned her back, Lisa bought the place and turned it into a TV show. So I could fully see Nene doing something like this at the Nene, but we'll see how that works out for them.
I mean, I don't put nothing past a white woman, so it is very possible that happened. It's just hard for me to imagine Nene and Lisa Vanderpump having the same budget for a space.
They wouldn't. What are you talking about?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm really just so confused, I guess, that the two of them were even sitting around having a business-related conversation, but I guess that housewife sisterhood is like a real thing.
Oh yeah, no.
Girls get together and
Bravo's gonna shove them into each other's faces for the upfronts or whatever fucking shit that they have to do.
Yeah,
just off of it. You know what I mean? And they likely, and also Nene has given me for a while, like, I'm over you broke black Atlanta bitches anyway. And I don't know why I'm not on Beverly Hills. Like, she always kind of has given me like, you ratchet ghetto negresses from Atlanta, like, I am actually Paris Hilton.
But you are, but that's the thing, like, you actually are one of them.
Yeah, I just don't know that she knows that. I think that I think Bravo had to remind her.
Yeah, she probably thinks she's the Lisa Vanderpump of Atlanta.
Because she's
really
Bravo.
Candy is probably the Lisa Vanderpump of Atlanta.
Lisa Vanderpump's not even the Nene of Beverly Hills. Let's keep it $1, bro. Like,
oh, that's true.
She's
if you're
rich.
talking about loud and ready to fight, she's definitely not.
She's rich, she's famous, and her spinoff is fun because of everyone else, right? If you've watched it and like that kind of shit. Right. But as far as like bringing eyes, ears, and commentary to the network, Lisa Vanderpump ain't shit. And I'm not nearly almost even on my worst day in anything. But I'm calling a spade a spade. So
I'm so behind on all the franchises. I really don't know what any of them are up to no more.
Any of them. I haven't watched this season of Atlanta, and it's not because Nene's not on there. It's because I just am not interested in reality TV outside of Drag Race right now.
Yeah, I just have a lot of other things to do, and watching Bravo drag out a season with a bunch of fillers and fake fights is not really
and gaslight black women to make them think that they're beasts. Yeah, I'm good.
They give y'all a 6-episode reunion special that could have been 2.
That could have been
dragging it out.
1 with a 30-minute tops after show. Could have been.
Yeah. See, you could have just extended it once, aired it once, but see, then you wouldn't be getting them advertising dollars week after week after week. Now, would you?
Leave us alone.
Yeah, I don't have time for that bullshit. And honestly, I don't feel like I've missed anything. It's not like niggas are texting me like, bitch, you need to drop whatever you doing. Fuck all that psychology and watch. Nobody has said that.
All the shows are back. Atlanta just ended. I think they're on reunion. Married to Medicine is mid-season. Like, all of those shows are in it, and I'm not watching or caring about any of them shits, and I haven't heard anybody say nothing.
Yeah.
So, great. Thank you.
And I like Married to Medicine, but
I do too. You know, I'm a Heavenly fan.
See, I'm not a Heavenly fan, but I can admit that Heavenly is excellent television.
She's entertaining.
maybe the best personality on Bravo.
There you go. Miami.
She's so good, but she's also completely ridiculous.
And fully.
Yeah. But she is excellent TV.
Miami
so maybe when I have some free time I'll catch up, but probably not.
And Lord, her daughter is probably full grown by now.
Oh, yes. What's her name? Alana,
I think.
Alana. Yeah, Alana was grown then. I can only imagine.
Alana was reading her mama at 3. These fashions are disgusting.
She was like, so that's what you're wearing?
I'm ashamed to know you.
That pleather? You going outside? Oh, okay. Like, Alana, aren't you 8?
And never stopped. And the gag was she fully since the last time I saw her on the show was fully transitioning into still being sickening. She didn't she didn't seem to have an awkward period or nothing.
Yeah.
She was no, still sickening, still in charge, still smart, still getting good grades. Let's talk about you, mother.
I'm clearly doing fine, so let's focus on the one who needs some help.
Yeah.
Because
it's you.
It's over there. It's not over here.
It's nowhere near here.
Over there, girl.
I'm doing great.
Makes me think of Blue. Did you see that picture Beyonce posted?
Don't get me fucking started. How old are we?
I don't know, because Blue Ivy is almost as tall as Beyonce.
She's at her shoulders. She's at her shoulders in flats.
I can't handle this little girl. I can't. Rumi is taller than Sir and looking exactly like Blue, and the two of them, I said, ooh, Beyonce really do got Gemini twins.
Oh,
and I know they be Gemini twinning their asses all over that compound.
It's funny that
you niggas ragged, but Blue.
It's funny that you mentioned this when you did. This is why we have a podcast together, because the next topic was going to be about Kelly Rowland and how Beyonce and Michelle both got to watch her give birth to her new son, her second boy.
Oh, I love that.
They got to watch her give birth on Zoom.
That's beautiful.
And when I was reading about this, all I could think of is Kelly Rowland has 2 children. Mm-hmm. Beyonce has 3. Beyonce
29
and Jay-Z have 3 kids. I remember when these niggas didn't even fucking know each other.
Yeah. We're getting up there in age.
And they're parents of kids that are damn near as tall as them. And here I am, still trying to remember how to spell unnecessary.
It's got two ends.
Lord knows how many C's there are S's in there. I just can't.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I didn't hear that Kelly Rowland news, and I really love that they were able to, be a part of the day as safely as possible. Like that is really
Zoom.
dope. Yeah.
Friend of the show, Kelly Rowland.
That's generous.
If they've been on the show,
right. I did what?
I don't care. If they've been on the show before, I just say friend of the show. I say the same thing about Jasmine Sullivan. I'm not even sure if she had a good time. Like,
Jasmine Sullivan does not remember this.
She doesn't give a fuck about either nigger one of us. She does. And she will forever
but you still
be a
got
friend.
invited to hear the new album.
That is right.
You still got to hear the new album.
In fact,
so that's okay.
Her close friend, that is a actual friend, was like, just hear him out. I believe Antoinette was like, girl, just.
I was going to say Antoinette had
give
to
him a
be
second.
Like, I promise you, it's not going to be like super annoying.
It's fine.
Like just 20 minutes, girl, in and out. And it'll be, thank you, Antoinette,
girl,
if you was looking out.
You have to promote anyway. Damn it, Jasmine.
But yeah, no. She has not thought about us since she left the studio that day. Just like Kelly hasn't, and that is fine.
And the gang is like, all of our guests have been people that we like stand. So we never forget.
Yeah, after Stevie J, we made a rule.
Whereas most of them are just like, who? The what? Oh, what?
Right.
It was just, Anyway, she said that she, when she gave birth to her second son, Noah, this is Michelle, in February, that she had the whole family on Zoom, including Beyonce, Michelle, Miss Tina, her mother-in-law. Everybody got to be there and witness her having an entire human being ripped from her body.
Mm-hmm.
And Fun. Then celebrate. God, women are. I just like. If there aren't any other niggas in your life saying this, ladies, I see you. And
they need to hear it.
I appreciate just biologically what you motherfuckers are capable of. Whether you've done it or not. Wow. Like,
the fact that your body is set up to do that, truly incredible.
And then it just turns on you in all kinds of ways. Your titties ain't the titties they used to be. Your hips ain't the hips they used to be. Everything is just different. You have to just,
and you don't even feel right for like 2 years afterwards. You're like, when am I gonna feel like I'm in my body again? Because I feel like I just still feel like a vessel for this other nigga.
Who are you? I'm looking at myself in the mirror saying, whomst,
all of you who have given birth.
Whomst is this?
True superstars.
And you do it multiple times and call it a joy each and every moment. Just shout out to y'all.
Like 7 times out of 10, I'm going to say don't deserve. Y'all really the MVPs.
I was watching
society.
Was it 90 Day Fiancé or something? I don't know. I was watching something like yesterday or today. And it had another woman in a relationship saying, we're pregnant. And I was like, no, you're not, Helen. You are pregnant. You, the one with the uterus. You're pregnant. That nigga helped. Like, I don't.
He helped in a not insignificant way. But, I can't imagine feeling so close to somebody with a dick that I would say we are pregnant. I just can't imagine
why
having that kind of connection with somebody who has a dick.
Like if you were,
but whatever works for y'all.
If you're like a wholesome lesbian couple, we are pregnant, and let me tell you something. I'll make you a pin to put on your lapel. Do you understand me? Because I support that and I understand where it comes from.
Yeah. This is bias against men that we have here. We're not ashamed of that.
But this nigga that's probably still not gonna get off of his feet while you trying to breastfeed and cook and go to school and whatever the fuck else. Girl, please.
But good for her.
Yes. And everyone.
Glad that technology came through during this pandemic so that you could give birth safely. Because, honestly, giving birth is already terrifying. But during a fucking pandemic, woo!
I'm always like, when you're like pregnant with your first kid, how terrifying that, because it doesn't matter how many people you've seen have babies and be pregnant and whatever else. I'm thinking like when it's first happened to you, has to be one of the fucking weirdest things that you can go through. You're growing a person,
right?
And you have to just wait. Like,
and hope for the best.
And hope for the best. Yeah. And then have them removed in the most agonizing methods. It's just like, when you've done it like a couple of times, then I'm sure it's like, yeah, I know what to expect, blah, blah, blah. Like, I remember like when my mother talks about having kids, and she was like, when she first gave birth, how she was like, kind of like scared and like nervous. She was afraid to like be loud and like really express how like agonizing it was, how much pain she was in, how she just kind of she was timid and like didn't want to do too much.
Oh.
And then when she had the rest of my siblings, she said that she was calling for God like she was at the gate.
Period.
She didn't give a fuck what nobody in a scrub, in a white coat, in a stethoscope. She didn't give a fuck what nobody had to say. So,
because like I am literally doing one of the most primal and natural things that a human body can do. I don't give a fuck what you think about like me and my demeanor while giving birth. I don't give a shit. Are you kidding? Y'all lucky I don't blow everybody fucking head off in this.
It's like, think of your favorite person, or like the person that you are most inspired.
Sad that I thought about Beyonce.
Same.
First song was Beyonce.
That's exactly where I went. Great example. All of the things that this Creole woman has done. She also was the size of like a chickpea at once and had to be removed from team.
Yep, she did.
Like that is you could be carrying a Beyonce in you that has to be removed. They have to take it out. And so I just can't imagine that without also being like, God damn, women are superheroes.
Yeah, you could be carrying a Beyonce. You might also be carrying a Tory Lanez.
I mean, unless you're not, unless you like are a horrible woman and terrible mother, and like Mama June or whatever. A lot of y'all ain't shit. But like in general, wow, what a thing to do to your body. And
shout out to those who have given birth for real.
Speaking of, Summer Walker says that she's done with men, girl. On her Galactahore Instagram.
Okay.
She posted on her stories, "Where the bitches at?" with a rainbow emoji. And then she said, "I never want to see another eggplant emoji again. I'm scarred for life." Laughing emoji.
Yeah. Laughing because that is a joke.
Right.
You will be right back, but in the meantime, there is a dyke who will take care of you and your kids.
She's just a ratchet weirdo that I enjoy. And
the thing about Summer Walker is I really have to keep it to the music. Like, really, really do. I can't follow her on no social.
I don't, but I find her fun.
I can't keep track of anything she is saying or doing on social media because she will absolutely wreck it. But some of those songs are just good.
She's like I love her music.
She is talented. And so she is one of the ones that it's kind of like Cardi B, who I can follow on Instagram, but not Twitter. It's just like...
See, I'd rather follow Cardi on Twitter, to be honest.
No, you wouldn't, because she spends a surprising amount of her day arguing with people who said something about her or hating or whatever. And it's just like, I get it, but also at what point are you going to realize that you are so far above these niggas that like, it just literally don't matter. Like, I don't really, I can't watch too much of that firsthand. Like, I need my celebrities to know that they're celebrities.
She's been famous for a while, and I would say, adjusted to a lot of it. But she is not that far from the Bronx. Like it hasn't been that long.
Right.
But at the same time, I just feel like like I think that. As far as Cardi is concerned, I was probably judging her Twitter based off of the times that she says something funny and biting in response to like Tucker Carlson or Ben Shapiro.
See, and those are the great times.
Like
those
Marjorie
are the
Taylor
great
Greene.
times.
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, somebody is mad because they think her new purple shoe is ugly, and she will spend the next 3 hours arguing and retweeting the carbs. And it's just like that. Like that I do not need. Although I understand like the urge to defend yourself. Like I obviously get that. I just don't know when Cardi is going to be like, bitch, I am like literally too good for this any way you fucking slice it. Like I have so much more to my life than what you think about XYZ project that I'm doing. But, you know, maybe she will not get there.
Yeah, Summer, like, I mean, she's got a cupcake tattooed on her sternum. So I just feel like she grew up listening to like them franchise boys, but also also like My Chemical Romance. And I'm fine with that. Also, this is not a story. It isn't. Like, I know that lots of the many things that celebrities put on their Instagram accounts are easily turned into a headline because it's like a celebrity saying these things. But Summer Walker shares a lot. Some would say she overshares. And we all know that she's like been in an on again, off again relationship with her producer, baby father. And this is a sentiment that many of y'all have posted on your fucking social media when you're tired of the niggas in your lives. When the niggas in your lives get on your nerves, I've seen many of y'all say where the bitch was at. Hell, I say it plenty of times, and you might as well.
You don't mean that.
You might as well assume I have a restraining order on every pussy alive because I don't want them anywhere near me. So
you and Summer Walker mean that the exact same amount.
Yes, we do.
Both of y'all are never leaving dick alone.
So, girl, write a song about it and put it up on the DSP so I can hear it. Thanks.
We're excited for the playlist or whatever y'all are doing now. That's not an album.
Right.
EPs and APs. And
I don't know what any of them are.
All mixtapes and all that shit. And I'm not mad. You know, just whatever the music is, that's fine.
Young Thug has 23 bodies of music, and he released his debut album like last year.
Are you kidding?
No, I am not. I am not. Because these niggas put out 18 mixtapes over the span of 6 years, and then their label's like, we're dropping your debut album. The debut of what? The debut
of the legal status of an album. Like it has to be some technicality. And I used to know what it was.
Right.
And I feel like I don't know anymore, but
this is why the Grammys be like, Sade is the best new artist. What?
I mean, that's the thing. You also don't really need albums in order to have a successful music career either. Like you can, especially with the internet. Like I feel like this is mainly an internet phenomenon where the kids are just putting shit out and touring live from the very beginning, which is where you make most of your money anyway, doing shows. And so if you're doing that and you got a decent buzz online at the same time, you can live hood rich better than everybody else you ever fucking knew. And like, you know, an album can just be a thing where you start really picking up some buzz and then big labels start listening and start throwing money at you. And then it's like maybe then you do it, but you don't have to be successful in the industry like by going the traditional route no more. So if y'all niggas are putting out 38 bodies of work and 2 of them are albums, that's fine. Like her is so good. And I think her has 1 album.
I think so.
So, all right then.
I still don't know what she look like. I'm joking.
I do now because she has finally started pushing that hair back from her face. But I mean, she is so talented really that she makes me want to listen to love songs.
Right?
Which is a true miracle because I never want to hear romantic music. You start singing about your nigga and I'm pressing it.
And I just want to die.
I don't care, but her is just that good.
So Trey Songz will not be facing charges for the scuffle that he got into with the police. during that NFL playoff game. Remember we talked about this, where he was at a Kansas City Chiefs game. The Kansas City Chiefs are a football team located in Kansas City, and they play sports. You're welcome. So they were doing that.
Thank you.
To which Trey Songz was arrested and taken into custody for boxing with the police. They said that the doll was at the game, but he wasn't following the COVID protocols, wearing a mask or whatever. And so the girls wanted him removed. And he said, in the words of Effie White, I'm not going. So they had, Tad and Mitch and the rest of the boys come and try and remove him. I don't know. I just thought of white cop names.
You're so stupid.
And so he got into a scuffle with them, spent the night in prison, and got on his private jet to go back home. We talked about it. He's apparently not serving any time, facing any charges. Apparently, due to insufficient evidence, he is getting away scot-free. So when I read about this, I was like, okay, I was shocked when this happened. I'm not like a stan. I'm not like I don't know what he calls his fans, treble clefs or whatever. I don't know.
The yups. I don't know what they are.
Baritones, or I don't know. But I really assumed that this was going to go incredibly bad. I mean, I was impressed that he wasn't dead immediately.
Yeah.
But
the police must have known who he was.
No charges because of insufficient evidence. He's a nigga. They're the police. I would expect that to be evidence enough. Don't get me wrong. I'm not upset that he's drawing breath. I'm just surprised, confused. I'm
not. I feel like certain police departments do certain things in order to get Black Lives Matter to shut up. And I feel like this was free pass. See, here go a nigga who did something and everybody saw it and we are going to leave it alone. Same way we'd have left it alone if it was some generic white man. You welcome, coloreds.
Because we will make the Around the Way girls and guys famous. Okay.
And Trey Songz is too famous like that. It would have been a whole bunch of hashtags and Drake just posting something in his stories. Yes.
I think you just...
And they were like, we don't want to do it. We don't want artists to be like, I'm boycotting Kansas City.
You literally just made sense of it for me. Like, I was so good. I was like, he's a witch. There's nothing else. There's no, I legit was like, he is a witch. This is a curse.
They waited out and they said, let's just let this one go.
Yeah.
It's for the best. We're just going to let it go.
They probably already have so many niggas buried that they were like, oh, he's famous.
Right. Look, y'all, the amount of shit we get away with. They made up for it that same damn night.
And
they went out and harassed niggas that night.
Black women love him? Oh, girl. No. Because they'll march. Yeah. They'll show up.
We don't need any more clogging up our goddamn streets. Just let it go. Yeah. I would not be shocked.
Remember that the next time.
Yeah, and exactly. And that is the next time Kansas City police do some wild, fucked up shit to a Black person, guarantee you somebody is going to bring up this Trey Songz got away with it, so clearly they're not racist thing. It's going to happen.
Absolutely. 1,000%. So. All right. So T-Pain was in for a bit of an awakening when he discovered...
Wait, this is the cutest story all week long.
I just love this man.
I said, look at Generation X.
So T-Pain found out like a week ago that Instagram has like a folder for DM requests for, people you don't follow or, just any random nigga in the IG space. Most of us regular people would just be like, oh yeah, I've known of that feature since the inception of this platform. And I either go in there or I don't for whatever reason. This nigga had no idea. And so jumped
So
on
funny.
TikTok and shared with us where he said, I was today years old when I found out about the request folder on Instagram that's full of celebs trying to reach me. I'm talking about Viola Davis.
Viola Davis, nigga.
Nickelodeon, Diplo.
How? It was
Like-
years worth of DMs.
Like at least 2 years, he says, worth of blue check marks that are like
Go
reaching out
off.
to this nigga trying to work.
I love it.
And his face in the TikTok is like he literally looks ashamed of himself. Like he looks like,
Yeah.
how did I not know about this? Even though he was not the only person that didn't know. I saw Rico Nasty do the same thing after she saw this. He basically enlightened her. I think Ashanti was also like, girl, I also just found out about this. So
I mean, I know that it's there. I don't check it, but I know it's back there.
yeah, many of us just don't go in there. But like, apparently this nigga and many others had no idea that it even existed. And it's like, it's placed in a weird way. So I guess, but since
I mean, and I also don't expect T-Pain, like the way T-Pain's career has gone, like the up and down trajectory, I just don't see him as being somebody who would have been super heavy on Instagram or social media or apps or whatever if those were as prominent during his heyday. You know, like he came up when he did, and social media was a thing, but it wasn't like it is now. And you know, so it was like, yeah, I have these accounts just because this is how you keep in touch with fans, blah, 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 whatever. But like really investigating that shit, of course they don't know. They don't know that shit about Twitter either.
I mean, but he's pretty tapped into it because he's like big, pretty.
Yeah, he's
decent
not
on
bad at it.
T-Pain. Yeah,
I just
on
don't.
T-Pain,
I can
TikTok.
completely
Jesus
see.
Christ.
I just completely see how this escaped him. Like, of course,
Yeah,
I'm not
for sure.
scrolling through every option on Instagram and look at like, no, I'm fucking following my friends, liking their pictures, and then seeing the message that they send me because they show up right there with the big red circle. And that's that. Oh, and also, my bad. This man is not Generation X. He is younger than
At
I
all.
am.
Yes.
That was what I initially thought it was. I was like, oh, you know, he in his late 40s. He don't give a fuck.
No,
but
not
no,
nearly.
don't know why I thought he was older than me either,
No.
but okay. I did a lot of drinking back then.
He since has posted video of him in the studio with Jamie Foxx, seemingly working on music. And I'm hoping that this is going to be, you know, T-Pain summer. I'm hoping he's going to have a great year reconnecting with some Hollywood peers or whatever, because I've been a fan. And he also just seems like a decent person. Like,
You know, I thought that too until he played R. Kelly during his verses.
well, you had to
And then
ruin
I
it.
was like, oh, right, you are still a nigga. So I think... Wait, not I had to ruin it. I didn't tell that nigga to play R. Kelly. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
He was like, he's also very prominent on Twitch. Like, he's a pretty
Oh, he's gaming?
relevant streamer on Twitch. Yeah, he games.
Okay.
And
I wonder which games he plays.
I've seen him like on Among Us. I've seen him play like Call of Duty and some other stuff. And I think that he also does like I think he works on beats. You know, Twitch is like far past games now. Like
I did not know that.
just chatting is one of the bigger categories on the platform. So a lot of people have just created their own online iCarly ass show and they just use Twitch to broadcast it. So I think that he also has been like, I've seen him on there like working on beats or producing music or some other stuff too. But I watch Twitch, or I often have it like running in the background of stuff while I'm working because ADD or whatever. But
Real.
like a lot of the biggest, richest Twitch streamers all like die for the opportunity to collab with T-Pain or play Among Us with him or whatever. And I saw a clip just yesterday, I think, of him playing Call of Duty, where some people called him nigger because gamers.
They do, right? Of course they did.
On Call of Duty, and he murked the entirety. Like, I think it was like one person that maybe said nigga to him, and he was like, I want all of them. And single-handedly destroyed the team that had the racist on it. So I'm a fan. Also Florida. So I hope that T-Pain has a prosperous year, 2-3 years ahead of him.
Yeah, good. I mean, regardless, that TikTok was fucking adorable. It was his face, and then it was seeing like the sheer number of extremely famous people who 2 years ago were like, hey, this is such and such assistant, would love to connect you.
Yep.
This nigga. And he was just doing the whole time, trying in the background, completely posting and everything. Like, I'm just not responding. Just
Lord.
Oh, yeah, good for him though.
Yeah, totally.
Fun.
And I'd like to figure out this TikTok thing. It's just like, do I need to be John Singleton just to use a goddamn application on my phone?
Kind of. Yes. A little bit. If you want to do like the really dramatic, involved ones, but a lot of them are just people who have their own unique take on something, like a sound or something that's trending anyway. And so they get, TikTok popular because of that. But the original creators, the ones that are making brand new shit, yeah, they are doing some incredible things with one iPhone.
I'm just talking about like even the basics, like the most basic TikToks have all of these jumps and cuts and edits and a score and all of this other shit that I'm just like, how the fuck? Like, this was painstaking work when I used to make YouTube videos, and now y'all bitches are doing this shit in 30 seconds on your phone, and I can't keep up. Right. I don't even know how to add a sound or anything to like. I'm just. Fuck y'all.
I did this with Snapchat. Snapchat was the first app where I had to go read a fucking how-to guide on the internet, and I've never felt so old.
Yeah.
In my entire life. But like, that was my learning curve. And then Snapchat went and ruined themselves. I don't remember how. And so now everybody is on to something. Oh, right. Well, they deserved it. But this TikTok shit, it's like y'all took Snapchat and Vine and Instagram and then said, multiply all that by 1 million. And so I love watching them. Like, TikToks are great, and it's the only app I have to set a timer for because I will scroll for hours and not realize it. But
there's apparently a person.
As far as me learning it, I'm probably not going to do that.
There's apparently a person that pops up on some like Netflix, Hulu. You've been on here for a long ass time, girl. Are you
yeah, that happened to me.
Dead?
And I said, this is the most disrespectful shit I have ever gotten in my, like, literally TikTok telling me you've been on this app for too long. Go do something else.
Was your person black?
I don't think so. I think if they were black, I would have a clear memory of it, and I don't. So they must have been white.
Because I was in a discussion about this recently with some folks and learned that this is apparently a normal thing for people who spend a lot of time scrolling and swiping on the talk. But the black one was like, the black person that I was speaking to was like, oh yeah, the nigga who tells me to get off my phone is black. And the white person was like, oh yeah, mine's white. And I was like, oh no, TikTok segregation. But maybe.
No, it's TikTok appealing to people because they know that you're more likely to listen to somebody who comes from your same racial
Exactly. It's likely based on who you follow. Because, like, I followed 2 niggas. Let me tell you something. When I followed no one on TikTok, all of my, like, when I would swipe the For You, it was nothing but 15-year-old white kids from, like, San Diego or the Bay. You know? Like, nothing I at all could identify with. I followed Gabrielle Union and, like, one other black person. like I don't know, maybe like Shariel or something. Like I followed Gabrielle Union and like one other nigga in my phone. Right. And since then, all of the For You videos have been black. All of them. I have not seen a white person Gabrielle on TikTok Union. In like ages. So that's
I follow a white girl because she does these really funny voices and characters, and I really like what she's done with her TikTok. So I follow that one white girl, and then I follow Gray. Do you know who Gray is? The adorable little babe. Oh my God. Gray is like the most polite. You didn't see that video of the little boy and his mama keeps handing him food and he's like, thank you, mama.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So I follow them people. And then of course I follow Jabria and Lori and the rest of the kids. Which, did you see Jabria's interview?
No.
Jabria got interviewed by her local news outlet, and she was like, everywhere I go, people be like, oh my God, is that Jabria from TikTok? Oh my God, is that Jabria from TikTok? Yes, it's me, Jabria. I was like, you better tell your fans, yes, girl, it's me, sister. I'm running errands like everybody else. You want an autograph? You want a selfie? Because I have things to do. Like, she is just too cute. But I feel like, yeah, you know who Jabria is. She's adorable, but I need to I feel like I don't open TikTok very regularly, so I usually just watch the videos from the people I subscribe to and then I'm going, but I need to like make an effort to follow more niggas, and I'm definitely gonna follow Gabrielle Union as soon as we done because my For You page is real hit or miss. Sometimes it's great and then sometimes it's just entirely too Caucasian. So I
followed two niggas, and my TikTok became BET.
Please. It sounds like a great TikTok. Oh, and I follow the black people who do the news voices thing. And I follow, the black newscasters who be at home and doing like their news voice for regular. You're acting older than me right now.
I do the work that's due.
Okay.
And then after that, the inside of my eyelids. Listen. I go make sure that my dog is living and satisfied. And then like,
you got a full-time job now. I understand.
Jobs. Like I don't know any of what the fuck. I don't know.
You get up and you work all day long.
What any of you bitches are talking about. I don't. I'm trying the best I can.
But yeah, I'm not gonna learn TikTok. I'm sorry. If I ever start using it, it'll just be because God says so. I won't be learning it.
I really want to, just because I'm tired of not knowing how any of these apps work. I used to be so like literate in terms of like technological goings on. I used to just be like, oh yeah, this is how you Photoshop. Oh yeah, this is how Twitter works. Oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. And now it's like, I just can't keep up. I have no desire to. And I've tried to make peace with that. But for some reason, I really want to understand TikTok. And it takes no less than 3.5 minutes for me to be like, oh, never mind. Like, I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, and I think when you see how involved it is, you might be like, okay, I kind of want to get into TikTok. Because some of these niggas are really shooting movies. But some of it is very doable for like the average everyday person. Like a lot of it is very doable for most people, like regardless of age or whatever. So
and on a touch
if you really
screen.
Want to, then get...
Like you can like,
I mean, if you really want to get into it, you should.
If y'all are having fun, then that's all that matters. All of this is meaningless. We're all going to be dust one day anyway. That's it for the hot tops. And
enjoy.
Take a break and then come read God knows what. I mean,
is waiting on us. We'll see.
Yeah. Hey guys, this week's episode is being brought to you by Squarespace. Now is the perfect time to turn your ideas into a cool, fun, fresh new website. And you can do it very easily with Squarespace. I mean, lots of y'all have tons of ideas, whether you have like a blog idea or you have art or something else that you want to showcase creatively, or you just want to, talk your shit, but you don't know how to start a space for that. It can be intimidating. Squarespace makes it incredibly easy. And they give you all of the tools basically you need to have a successful space online. You've got the analytic tools so that you can keep track of things like page views, time on site for your users, your audience geography, all of the important stuff to keep you up to date on stuff that's going on with your website. And also, important stuff for like how to curate ads and get that stuff going for your website as well. It's really easy to design something pretty sexy, even in terms of your website space, because you can pick from one of tons of templates by some of the most talented designers, and then from there it's pretty much drag and drop until you get the result you're satisfied with. All of the websites are optimized for mobile immediately, so you don't have to worry about added work for your site to look great on a device. And Squarespace websites and online stores come with a suite of integrated features and useful guides to help maximize prominence among search results. Literally everything you need for a successful, profitable website. We've both used Squarespace for our own websites as well as the Read website. It's really, really easy. And so you can go to squarespace.com/read now for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch your site, use the offer code READ to save 10% off of your first purchase of a website or a domain. That's squarespace.com/read. The offer code is READ for 10% off of your first purchase. Go build something beautiful. And let's now get back to the show. All right, folks, we're back. It's time to get into your listener letters.
Amen. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may read them aloud on the show. Let's dive right in with Anthony, who says, I'm in my mid-20s and I was raised with my sister by our grandparents. Growing up, there was a lot of tension in our household because my grandparents are white and very religious, and I am gay and biracial. They even kept blackface pottery on display in our home. Since I moved out when I was 18, our relationship improved after I learned to draw clear boundaries with them. This was especially true for my grandmother, who I can now acknowledge was an emotionally abusive narcissist. She died from cancer at the end of last year, and my grandfather is now realizing that the house they lived in together legally belonged to her. She made plans for it to be sold.
Oof.
She made plans for it to be sold when she died, and she didn't tell him. My grandpa is in denial about this because he does not want to believe the woman he was married to would do something like that. Because I am the oldest person who is named in my grandmother's will, that's right, my mother and uncle are very blatantly left out of it entirely. Some of my family members are asking me to step in and fight a legal battle for my grandpa to keep the house. While I hate that my grandma did this, I don't feel comfortable taking that on, especially because I'm about to start school again next year. For a long time, I resented my grandpa for being passive to a lot of my grandmother's abuse that my sister and I experienced growing up, but I'm trying to not let that affect this current situation. Choosing to not fight this legal battle means my grandpa will probably have to move out of the house, which I know will be distressing for him, but I also know that I really don't want to violate my own boundaries on this matter. Do you have any advice for this situation and how I should communicate my decision to my family? Thanks, and I love y'all so much, Anthony.
Anthony, what in the knives out fuck is this?
This is what happens when you have white relatives, child. Woo! That's a lot.
Like, not only racist, but they also didn't give a fuck about each other.
Like, grandma owned a house and never told her own husband, like, hey, when I die, this is going to somebody else. So figure it out.
How you gonna posthumously evict somebody?
Like, this is some cold-blooded shit when he called his grandma a narcissist. Like, she really might have been, because does some
where's
shit
the lie?
like that. Yeah, so that's quite a pickle that you're in, Anthony. I can't say that I can relate at all. I'm
not like a law person. What are they called?
Lawyers?
There.
Attorneys.
is there no way that this can like be signed off to be someone else? Can you not like legally pass this responsibility off to someone else?
Well, I mean, the thing is, he doesn't have a legal responsibility anyway. Like, his family is asking him to step in and fight this court battle because he's the oldest person named in the will, but he doesn't have to. His grandmother said the house is going to be sold, so they can just let that happen. And that
right.
Be that.
What I'm saying is, like, is there no way to go to a lawyer and say, like, I have the power to do X, Y, and Z to at least fight, right? Can somebody else have that? Because I don't care. Is that not possible?
Well,
Lawyers
any of them. So also not a lawyer, but from my understanding, anybody can say something about it. It's just the fact that he's named in the will means that it might have more of a weight behind it than the rest of them saying something. So I think any one of them can. It's just that they asking him to because of this status that he has.
Listen, I've only like seen My Cousin Benny and some Law and Order. So
we only know what Dick Wolf knows about the law.
I would say though that okay, honestly, knowing myself, I'm such a pushover, especially with family, that I would likely go through the subterfuge and like fucking stress and anxiety of, you know, trying to fix this whole evil epilogue that my grandmother created.
Right.
But for someone that is not me, who is trying to, you know, keep their boundaries set and sturdy and so on.
Yeah.
I think that I would do one of two things. One, I would try and see if there's any way that someone else can do this legally and, you know, wish them the best. Or I would just communicate to my family that I personally don't give a fuck about what they're talking about or the fact that I'm the old, sincerely, like, yeah. Or that I don't really care that I'm in the will. It's not my fault or responsibility to correct the nonsensical decisions of my fucking selfish, narcissistic, racist granny that's also dead and has the like privilege of not having to be in the midst of any of this bullshit that y'all are now pushing on to me. I wish you all the best in your legal endeavors, but for the sake of my own sanity, I'm going to just go ahead and stay out of this one. It's far too complicated and far too toxic, and I have nothing to do with it for me to now have to like sit here and like deal with it. Why should I, the grand baby, be the one to go to war for this house that y'all niggas have had since God knows when? Like, you know, maybe before you were even here. I shouldn't be the one who has to like fix the mistakes or the weird decisions of my dead grandmother. It's not fair. It's not healthy. It doesn't make any sense. And honestly, if none of y'all niggas can go ahead and fix this for granddad, then I think y'all are just going to have to probably sit in the fact that that lady made some really horrible decisions and now you're feeling the effects of it.
Right. I think like that's a huge part of it that you can't really discount. Like fighting for your grandfather is also in a way like being the fixer for your grandmother's decisions. And given your feelings about your grandmother, I can completely understand why you don't want to step into that role.
Why would you?
Right. And also your feelings about your grandfather. Like you said, you have felt a way about the fact that he sat back and let her do this abusive shit to you. And you say you try not to let that affect the situation, but I really don't see how it can't.
Right.
Like your feelings about that affect the way you feel about your grandfather. And so it just naturally has an effect on the situation. I'm sure it has an effect on your boundaries in the first place.
And like we can play a tiny violin or a regular size violin if you want us to, but like it didn't sound to me like your grandfather's gonna be homeless. It sounded more so like that nigga's gonna have to move.
Yeah.
And will no longer be in the house that he's likely lived in for God knows how long. And it's not to say that is, like that means nothing or that's irrelevant. Like, yeah, like that's still, it matters. And I can see how that would be something that would be really emotional and tough. But if ultimately him not getting his way on, or the family not getting their way on this situation means that he's just gonna move into some other house,
right,
and have to, like, I don't know, hire a decorator or something, or get his grandkids to bring in the furniture, like, I'm sorry, I don't see it. Especially if you grew up, walking around this fucking house and having to look at Sambo action figures,
like you might want the house gone too.
Right.
So, yeah, I would definitely, I think what I would do and then my advice for you are two different things. Slightly different, but what I think you should do is, if you feel ready to talk to your grandfather about your feelings about him, I think you should do that. But I also think that if you decide to help your family, you need to be very clear with yourself about what you're willing to do and what you're not, and not be willing to budge from that at all. So if that's like, I'm not going to fight for him, but I will, sign whatever petition y'all have, but I'm not hiring a lawyer and I'm not arguing on behalf of it or nothing like that. Like, if you feel like that's a fair compromise because that's something you want to do for your grandfather so that he doesn't have to move, then fine. I just think wherever you draw the line, make sure you're not going to cross it. And if your heart of hearts is like, I don't want to be involved at all, then just say that. Because what can any of them do about it? Not a goddamn thing. And you talking about white people on top of that. So, like, I double don't care. I would, the amount of glee I would take in being able to sit down in front of a whole family full of white people and be like, pack your goddamn things.
You and your gollywogs.
Do you have any idea? I would pay money to have that experience.
Throw those gollywogs in a box and get the fuck out.
They got framed pictures of Aunt Jemima in the fucking bathroom and shit. The Get Out house, girl, it's on the goddamn market. If I were you, I would go down to Penny's and catch on to that red apple sale and get you some luggage because it's time to pack up, bitch.
You and Mr. Popo. Get up.
You know who always got a sale going on no matter what day it is? Macy's. I suggest you carry your ass on down to 34th Street.
Yeah.
And see what's going on over there because, like, no. Like, but see, that's why I said my advice for you and what I would do are different things. But regardless, I think you need to be very clear with yourself about what you're willing to do and don't betray whatever decision you make or whatever promise you make to yourself. And yeah. Best of luck from there. Let us know how it goes. Our next letter comes from Marquise, who says, "Hey, Crystal and Kid Fury, I'm a straight black man and I've been with my current girlfriend for 3 years."
Of course you are. Your name's Marquise.
And I just found out she lied to me about her age. I was 23 when we met, and she said she was a 21-year-old junior when really she was an 18-year-old freshman. She left a horrible situation back in her home state to get away from her parents and start over fresh. But for me, the thought of messing with somebody that much younger than me grosses me out. The fact that she was fresh out of high school grosses me out even more. With all that said, the past 3 years have been the best of my life. College put me into a very deep depression, and she has brought me so much peace from the moment she stepped into my life. My anxiety completely disappears when I'm around her, and everything else she has told me about herself is true besides her age. The age difference is still at the back of my mind, though, and it bothers me because every time I think about how when I was 18, she was 13, it grosses me out. Should I leave her or should I leave her with her? What?
Yeah.
Don't know what that typo was supposed to say, bro. Sorry. Or should I dump her? Because I had intentions on proposing to her later this year on her birthday, but now I don't know. Thanks, Marquise.
I was gonna say maybe he meant break up with her, but then he said dump her.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Like, should I leave her with her? I still don't know what you were trying to say, but it was clearly, should I break up with her or not? So yeah. And now he don't know what to do.
He's 5 years older than her.
Right now he's 26 and she's like 21.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But when they met, he was 23 and she was 18. He didn't know she was that young.
Right. I mean, it's so funny because I have a read this week, like a brief one that is like teeters on the edge of this, but this is not nearly as bad. I mean, I feel like if you are happy in your situation and you are being supported and it feels like a healthy relationship, then I guess like 21, 26 to me doesn't seem crazy.
Yeah, no. I think, and I think that first of all, I completely understand how you start thinking about, oh my God, you were 13 when I'm 18 and now I'm disgusted.
Of course.
Right. But like, you're not 18 and she's not 13. So and the older you get, the less, especially some distance like 5 years, the less that matters. At 21 and 26, it's past the point of mattering. But my issue is not her age, it's the lie. Because niggas who lie about their age, there's usually like a very big reason behind that. And the younger you are, the more that it's a red flag when niggas get old too, because like, how have you not outgrown that? But I think if you understand, you said that she left a really shitty situation back at home. So, if you understand why she lied, and you feel like you can forgive her for that, then okay. If you don't understand why she did it, then I think y'all really need to have that conversation before you just leave her altogether. I don't really think, for me, it's not about her age. It's about the fact that she lied about something so, like, it's like a basic thing. Like he mentioned in the letter that, like, it's not the kind of thing that comes up over and over again. Like, you don't really just study especially at that age, you're not studying somebody's driver's license or whatever. Like, you believe that people are who they say they are. So, yeah, I think y'all really need to sit down and talk about it if you don't already have that clarity. But it's definitely like a red flag. It's definitely something where you like, okay, no, I need to pay attention to this and make sure that I get an explanation to this that makes sense. Because if you ask her about it and she's just like, I mean, the DMV printed my license wrong, like, then it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Now, what are we doing here? Like, I've caught you in the lie. I know that it's a lie and you're not willing to cop to it like that. You take it into I need to leave this person situation. But maybe she has some sort of story associated with it that would make you say, okay, I understand how you made that decision and I'm able to forgive you for it.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that the lie is like the flag, not really the age. Not in this situation anyway. But I agree that like I would try and figure out where the desire to lie about that came from and then make the decisions from there. But both of y'all are still quite young and God only knows what the fuck makes sense anymore. So like,
right.
Yeah, I think I would approach it just trying to get understanding. And if it doesn't make sense or it feels like a problem, then I think you could decide from there. But her just simply being 21 while you're 26 to me isn't, that big a deal. If you were 18 and she were 13, then I might be like, but.
Yeah, but you're not. And that's like, I'm so glad you said that because that's the perfect reason for you to not be feeling grossed out when you think about it. Like, if you do think about it, you can just think, and I also was not dating her when I was 18. Like, yeah, that would have been very fucking weird, but that is not what happened. So,
like, I wasn't interested in dating 21-year-olds when I was 26. But, like...
Yeah, not interested.
I was always more interested in guys a bit older than me or like a little around my age range because I think that I've been an old woman since birth. So
Yeah, I somehow always end up with niggas who are younger than me, but I never seek them out. It just always works out that way.
yeah.
So yeah, have the conversation, come to whatever understanding that you need to, and then make your decision from there. Our last letter comes from Mel, who says, I'm a 40-year-old single mother who's done a lot of self-care, including therapy. I've dated off and on for the last 7 years, but never had anything serious. At the beginning of this year, I met someone on a dating site and we hit it off. My profile was clear that I was looking for a friendship to lead to something serious and explained my position. Blonde. Okay, yes, you already know. Anyway, the last few months have been blissful. My new friend and I have spent almost every weekend together. And yes, we let sex enter the relationship pretty early.
Yeah.
I felt like this was going somewhere. And even though we haven't declared that it was a relationship, it felt like something special was brewing.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, I texted him during the day and said, I miss you. And I got no response for several hours, even though the weekend before we had got pedicures and had dinner and all that together. So, okay. So 6 hours later, I sent another message that said, oh, you must be busy. And I didn't get an answer for 2 days. I finally sent another message that said, clearly something is wrong. So if something changed for you, let me know. He texted me back immediately and said, let's talk later. That evening, he called and said, I'm rushing him and that I'm acting like we in a relationship, which hit me like a ton of bricks because I thought we wanted the same thing. He says he only wants friendship right now, and then he wants to see if it can grow into something, whereas I already know I want a relationship with him. I realize that I don't have endless time to waste, so although I really like this dude, do y'all think it's time for me to move on? It's hard since I've dated quite a bit, but am I seeing things clearly, or does he have a point? Hope you can help, Mel.
Wait, how long did Mel say this has been?
This man she met at the top of the year. So if they still, this letter's a little old, but if they still messing around,
so like
it's been about 5 months at the most. It's probably more like 4 when she wrote this.
Yeah. Melanie, I just had a flashback to the game.
Girl, Melanie. Mel might be Melody. We don't know.
That's very true, I'm assuming. Or it could just be Mel.
Right.
That could be her full first name. I would say date. I'd say like, you know what I'm saying? Shuffle around the cards in your hand and see what else. Maybe you have a draw 4 in there or something. Or, draw from the deck and see if you get one. I don't know. I can't figure out an analogy right now. What I'm saying is like, I think that you should just expand your options and things of that nature. I also it's not surprising to me that you are ready and have made your decision by now and that he
has not, right? Not at all.
5 months doesn't gag me that's where y'all are at. So I would say kind of give him a little bit more time. Just enjoy the time that you do have without expectations. And I would simultaneously be looking for other niggas to start dating and meeting, someone on the burner, because this nigga, you might make it into the fall and he's still like, nah, I don't know, and by then you might seriously be like, oh yeah, I'm good, so right. I would say just continue to date. Remember that vaccines and everything aside, we are still in the middle of a Poseidon adventure. Mm-hmm. So dates, outings, innings are not the same.
They're not.
And I honestly think that most of y'all are going to need to go ahead and have the conversation and break up when outside is officially open. And a lot of it is now. And summer is just a hop, skip, and a sneeze away. So a lot of you bitches are going to need to break up with somebody now, honestly.
Yeah.
New York and just let the streets have them.
New York is reopening, I think, on the 19th. Like almost everything will be open to regular capacity. So feels like a really bad idea, honestly. But yes, something to remember that niggas are about to be really free for the first time in over a year, and things are going to change. They just are.
Just shake hands. And
You are so stupid. I think it's a really good idea for you to date. Like, I think, honestly, that's the best idea, because even though, honestly, I think most people know if they want to pursue something more serious or exclusive by 4 months. And so this is his way of saying, I don't think I want that with you, but I don't want to let you go completely. I think,
which isn't unfair.
Yeah, that's not unfair. And so I think you need to decide, can I have that kind of relationship with him?
Right.
He's told you what he's down for. Are you able to withdraw yourself emotionally and add this nigga to the roster and get back on the apps and find somebody else? Like, because he's clearly not trying to be exclusive with you. So there is no reason, if you keep seeing him, for you to be only seeing him. Like, that is exactly the one thing I'm going to tell you. If you continue to talk to this nigga, it needs to be after you have gone out on dates with 2 other people, 2 different people, not 2 dates with one person, 2 dates with different niggas. You need to develop a fucking roster.
They don't even have to be great dates.
No,
we'll get 2 more.
No, it's just that you're going. I mean, the more you date, the higher percentage of like flops you're going to come across. But
I just think that like some people find that one motherfucker that they be dating, and it often happens, you know, relatively soon, especially if you're in a situation where, I don't know, you can't leave your house and any semblance of social like connectivity is like,
you know, just in case that's something some of you have experienced.
So it's like, I think so many of us will get in a situation and get comfortable and really like this person. And then we just tunnel vision. Like we shut off all other options and we just sort of like commit to like trying to nurture this and see where that goes, rather than being like, oh yeah, this is great. I'm really into this. But like, we're dating, not in a relationship. We are dating. So let me go ahead and see what else is out there. So I have some options, because not only will you have something to fall back on if this isn't working out, those other options can also make you appreciate what you do have there even more. You know what I mean? So don't commit to one thing because it's all gravy and good in the first fucking season that y'all niggas have been hanging out, like, at all. Especially if y'all haven't put a name to it and that nigga doesn't seem like he wants to. Go out, date, have a good time. That way, if, you know, once July gets here, August gets here, and it's not looking like it makes any sense, you might have something or someone to fall back on.
Right. I mean, because them first few months are supposed to be fun. Like, that's when niggas' best representatives show up. So, so they're supposed, like, they get you with that nigga. So you still have to be cautious. I think dating, honestly, like, I get that your feelings are hurt by this, but this nigga truly, like, did you a favor by telling you the truth about that.
Oh, yes.
Really did. Like, I hope that one day you come to see it that way, because you deserve somebody who feels the same way about you. And so if this nigga don't, but you want to keep the dick on reserve or whatever, then you move him to the bottom of the priority list and you start seeing other people. And if that's too much for you, if you know your feelings are too deep or whatever, that's fine. It's nothing wrong with having feelings for people, contrary to popular belief. But if that's how you feel, then you have to tell him, look, sorry, I don't feel the same way. This is not a situation where I can just be casual with you. So best of luck on your journey, and you end it and move on to something else. Because like, trying, when you feel one way and you know you feel a way, but you lying to yourself and him about it, and the whole time he treating you casually like he told you he felt about you, you only gonna hurt your own feelings.
It's just like, niggas, this one's for you. Like,
free game.
Niggas, this one is for you. I'm here for you today, because I feel like a lot of these niggas be telling you directly what type of time they're on, and like what goes into your ears and brain is like, cool, so we'll talk about it tomorrow and you'll feel different.
Well, he did not say that.
No, like he's being ever so honest with you, and maybe even like respectful in his delivery of his honesty.
Yeah.
And you take that as he's not being a raging dick. So like, cool, we're gonna get we're gonna do what I want. And it's like, no. I'm telling you, like,
you still have to listen to the word, sister.
Is going on. Like when I was looking for topics today, I came across this story of like, I guess Mona's got the VH1 girls doing like couple like therapy or something like that. And so Yandy was on there with her nigga, and they said something about like, you know, if the roles were reversed, meaning if Yandy was the one who was locked up and her nigga was the one on the outside, would he have waited for her essentially? Would he have like said, and he was like, he said very matter of factly, like, I don't know what would happen. Like, I don't know how that would have happened if I wasn't in it, which is the truth. And it's like, I feel like respectful for him to be honest. And obviously, like, that wasn't what she wanted to hear, and she cried, and I feel like it was also probably embarrassing for her because this is on TV, when it was like, this nigga was just being truthful. Like, I don't know if I could have done
you mean
the shit that you did.
Like, I supported you and didn't cheat the whole time you was gone? I can't say that I would have done both of those. Would have brought the kids to come see you. But like,
and it's unfortunate. It's like a wake-up call to the nigga that you're with. But it's also like they're being honest with you.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, girl, if you went down to the Olive Garden and you were sitting at that motherfucking table, your booth, for 20 plus minutes and nobody came and asked you if you were hungry, how much longer are you going to stay at the goddamn Olive Garden before you get the fuck up and go and find something to eat somewhere else? Not very.
That word. You better.
So like, after a while, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm actually really hungry and I enjoy Olive Garden, but clearly the Olive Garden ain't got shit for me today. So let me go and punch it on over down to Outback Steakhouse.
Fuddruckers. I'm going somewhere else because Olive Garden. I'm going to fucking Texas Roadhouse because Olive Garden don't know how to act today.
Some other Darden restaurant across the fucking country that like
one of them Taco Bell cantinas,
right? That has spinach artichoke. Nice. Yeah.
And I'm having a margarita with my Chipotle because this nigga clearly don't know how to act. Like he's not going to give you what you want or need right now. So you decide what you're cool with. But please, like, focus on yourself and your feelings. Don't think about the potential of the relationship because he is not giving you nothing for you to be building that kind of vision on. He's telling you don't plan nothing between me and you.
Girl.
So what are you over here picturing, sister?
Nobody.
Other than some other dick. It need to be some other dick and comparing this dick to other dicks.
Nobody is. Like, girl, you could be sitting up waiting for like a promotion at work or something. It's not promised. You could be the most qualified motherfucker for that promotion. It's not promised that you're going to fucking get it.
They really might not.
But you got to go to work.
They really
You don't have to be with this nigga. Like, so,
yeah.
I would start surveying options because best believe he is.
Right. Definitely would. But no matter what, tell the truth to yourself, even if you don't tell it to nobody else.
Oh, please. Yes.
Please tell the truth to yourself.
If that is the only bitch you tell the truth.
Please. If it's only one bitch, then let it be yourself.
Because you know who knows the truth?
Your spirit.
I'm not going to be a televangelist.
Tell the truth to yourself and please take care of yourself. Prioritize yourself and your feelings because that is exactly what that nigga is doing. So
1000%.
Woo! That wraps up this almost said this week's episode.
I'm fine with that.
That's
great.
the letters, girl.
Thank you so much for listening to the episode of The Read.
Ask the read at gmail.com, nigga. We'll be back. Most of us chew gum. However, all gum is not created equal, girl. That's right. Some might come in fancy packaging, but they only cover up bad breath. Others are loaded with sugar that can actually make your teeth much worse. But luckily, the oral care experts over at Quip have made a gum that stands out from the pack because it is one that can help prevent cavities, and it tastes great too. That's right. It was only a few short years ago that Quip reinvented the toothbrush for the modern age, and they've done it again, this time for gum, and launched a new one that's actually good for your oral health and comes with a dispenser that will remind you of that one-click candy that you used to love as a kid. Fun and cute and available in 5 different colors. It comes in metal or plastic, and it has these packs with it. It protects up to 10 gum pieces at a time, so it'll fit in just about any purse or pocket. And so, when all of us are looking to be more safe and hygienic when we are out and about in the world, that quick release button means that you can still give one to yourself or share with friends without wrappers and hands and germs and hassles. Because we're not doing none of that, Still very iffy outside. So we're being very careful about that. Of course, This gum is not a substitute for brushing and flossing. This gum is not a substitute for brushing and flossing. Please. Brush and floss your mouth bones. However, the gum is a great support for your oral health. And in addition to gum packs, Quip also delivers fresh brush heads, floss, and toothpaste refills every 3 months, starting at just $5 with free shipping. So go ahead and spread good oral health habits this season and join the over 5 million people already using Quip. Go to getquip.com/theread right now and get a free plastic dispenser with any refill plan. Again, a free plastic dispenser at getquip.com/theread, GETQUIP.com/theread. That's Quip, the Good Habits Company. All right. Let's wrap up the show.
Okay, folks, it's time for us to finish our show today with the read, and I will let you go for it.
Okay, well, mine is actually genuinely short and sweet this week. Oklahoma chose to embarrass me once again by signing new legislation into law in the past week or so that basically protects anybody who is behind the wheel and chooses to run over protesters.
What?
So, yes, the bill says that motor vehicle operators who unintentionally cause injury or death to an individual shall not be criminally or civilly liable for the injury or death if if it occurred while the motor vehicle operator was fleeing from a riot, or if the operator exercised due care at the time of death or injury. I'm sorry, and not or. But, first of all, this bill propped up or came up as like an issue in the first fucking place because of course, this very thing happened just last year where somebody claimed to be like afraid because Black Lives Matter protesters were in the street and chose to run some people over and paralyze somebody who like fell off the fucking overpass. So of course now when Oklahoma sees that this is a thing, they don't make things worse for those of you who decide that the way to escape people protesting in the street, not rioting, protesting in the street, is to run them over instead of just sitting there and waiting until they're out of the fucking way. These are still human fucking beings. These are people with lives. You're not that scared. And I know it because people are not showing up and like pelting your fucking car with rocks or whatever. You saw a pack of colored people mostly and panicked off the strength of it being that many niggas in one spot. You felt threatened because you saw black skin and you decided to start hitting people, just running people the fuck over. And this state says, well, if you do that and, we're going to say you did it unintentionally, if you unintentionally did it, if you were fleeing a riot, like that's the important caveat here. It's not anybody who happens to run over a pedestrian. Right. It's if these people were protesting.
Yeah.
Then we will make sure you get away with it.
Yeah.
What does that say to people other than go mow them niggas down?
Nothing.
It could be 5 black people in the street and they can say, oh, I thought it was a Black Lives Matter. And so I chumped the curb. Like,
It's the most like Birdman hand rub for white racists.
And of course it was like, this is just, it's not a peaceful protest if you're impeding other people's freedom. And that man was afraid of those niggers in there. And like, first of all, that's not what that means.
Nope, that
Peaceful means that we're not threatening your health or safety.
No.
The fact that you cannot freely move is the whole point of a peaceful protest. It has to be disruptive. Otherwise, nobody cares. That's the point of a goddamn protest.
Yeah.
That's the point. You dipshit. This is where I come from.
Yeah.
A state where people feel that way and where the legislation was like, you know what? And now it is law. Shout out to all my niggas still in Oklahoma. Y'all the real MVPs because, like, don't get me wrong. Cuomo is gross. Been saying this for a long time. Cuomo's awful. And now all these allegations and shit, I've just been validated completely about it. But like, I will take this, the cracker dumb shit that they put me through up here before I'll take that shit from back there, because it is so much more obvious. Like, the racism is openly condoned by the legislation. It's openly condoned by the local politicians. Like, it's endorsed.
I'm from Florida. We both from Lynching country.
Right. I'm preaching to the choir. Like, that's why
Lynching country.
Honestly, I could not handle it no more. And every time I talk to anybody who is still back home, I'm just like, how are you dealing with them white people? And they like, girl, less and less every day. Less and less every goddamn day. If you really want to talk about it, like, even they have like patience that is wearing thin with this bullshit. And how can it not? We're literally saying, hey, if you saw black people and got scared, you can get away with running them the fuck over.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah.
You saw black people who were walking down the street and you didn't recognize them as being part of your neighborhood and you felt threatened, thought maybe they were going to riot outside your house. Like, you can't tell me that white people are not going to use this to get away with killing niggas just because they fucking felt like it.
That's why it was created. That was the whole...
Exactly. Like, and especially it is meant to discourage people from taking part in their civil fucking right. 10, you have the right to organize. You can do
fully.
This is literally your right as a citizen. And they are saying, yeah, but if you do it and some random cracker gets scared and you die, then that's your bad.
It's in the same fucking piece of document that they always reference when they're like, well, why do I have to wear a mask down to the goddamn Kroger? I can't come into the
because
Kroger
is a private company and they can make their own goddamn rules. Next question.
Well, why
same way you can on your private property, stupid bitch, because it's not yours. You make the rules at your house.
Well, I've gone to the same Guitar Center for the fastest.
But in Oklahoma, you don't even really have to argue because most people are on your side any goddamn way.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
It's them pesky nigger lives matter people that's been popping up lately that's getting under your goddamn jaw. You been doing whatever the fuck you want to do. Child.
Well, I don't understand why I can't just maybe possibly if I see
fuck you. Because fuck you. How about that, bitch? Because fuck you. Because you don't hear that enough. Because everywhere you go, the things you do, the people you encounter, motherfuckers are on your fucking side.
Yeah.
They know good and goddamn well that other people don't get to live by the same rules. That's the fucking point.
Yeah, true.
I'm done.
Okay, well, that can actually not be too... I mean, that's a pretty decent segue into one of the couple of things I want to talk about. First of all, Kamala, let's discuss. I don't want to spend too much time because why? I just want to say, totes get the position you're in, I think. And you have to sort of like cater to all of the Americans, even the evil, really stupid, crustiest of the American population or whatever. But let's not be the first Black woman president and say that the United States isn't a racist country.
Whoa, what? Kamala Harris said that?
I think this was on Good Morning America. But she said that she doesn't think the U.S. is a racist country, but that we can't like ignore the history of racism within it or something like that. Which is like
the history of racism is still happening right now.
There it is.
What the fuck are you talking about?
There it is.
The history of racism is why we got this shit going on right now, sister. What the fuck are you talking about?
They're literally writing laws.
Oh my God. The
today.
Lord kept this from me. The fact that I am just now hearing about this.
Your read was literally about them like making it legal to run niggas over if they protest.
What?
Today in the year of God's 2021 after Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like here we are. And they are still making it legal to kill us. Like watching every single move that we make, all of our advances, and writing and adjusting laws to be like, okay, this is what niggas are doing to stay alive and possibly be successful, have some semblance of peace in their lives and their existence here. This is how we will now legally shit on that. It's still happening. You're talking about a country that was built by slaves.
Woo.
Built
by slaves. Free labor.
The fucking foundation that this country was built on has racism embedded in all corners of it.
It does.
Because white people wanted, after they came over here, commit genocide and, claim that they found this, discovered America, whatever, did everything that they possibly could to make sure that they would be the superior race on this country after dragging brown people over here, Black people over here. So to sit here and be like, oh no, this isn't a racist country. Why? Because all of the drooling, fucking layered, crusty chuds of America will likely say shit like, well, goddamn, you got your Negro president and your Negress vice president. What more do you niggers want from us? You've had a colored goddamn secretary of state, and you got your colored goddamn vice president. Like, you already know. Like, this is the same reason why I still kind of felt numb and like shit after the Derek choke bitch verdict or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's like, first of all, that man is still dead. Still a tragedy.
Right.
Secondly, this never should have happened. And this is not going to stop it from happening again. Like, it's not enough to convince me that this is like the first step to change. If anything, if I know my white American, it's just going to be a situation where, when we're talking about the Ma'Khia Bryant or like whoever else, the next Black body in the street, it'll be like,
right.
Well, goddamn, you got your Derek Chow. Even though he wasn't even the only cop on trial. He's not even the only cop responsible for that man's death.
Right.
And that will be enough for white people to be like, well, what more do you want from us? You niggas are... So I'm just really having a bump on Kamala Harris. I really struggle not to call her Kamala.
Yeah.
Because...
No, it's Kamala.
Miss Marvel's name is pronounced Kamala Khan. No, it's pronounced Kamala Khan. This is what, like, and now you came out of nowhere ruining my fucking comic memories. Kamala Khan. Like, anyway, I just, like, I know that niggas in office have to do this, like,
both sides shit.
Yeah, like, oh, there are good people everywhere and blah, blah, blah. No, the fuck you don't. You fucking don't. You don't. You don't. If Stimpy was allowed to be in a motherfucking White House for 4 goddamn years and basically tell everyone with good sense to suck his dick, then bitch, you can say that the U.S. is fucking racist. You can.
Yeah, they can, but they won't, because these are centrist Democrats, and that's why they are in office. Everybody's very clear about that.
This is why Republicans are so successful at just damning us. Because, like, Democrats are always, like, especially politicians, are always bending into a fucking pretzel to please everyone, especially conservatives. Meanwhile, they will basically say all of them bitches can kiss our ass. They want us to all be socialist communists. And like, girl, honestly, why aren't we all burning them at the stake? Like, they don't give a fuck about none of the shit that y'all talk about. Even if you're talking about the same thing.
Yep.
But y'all will literally like break your backs, break your spines, trying to like please them. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why we're still doing it.
It does not.
Especially if black. It doesn't make sense.
I just want to say I just read a sentence about this story. It is the single most useless sentence I have read at least in 2 months. And it is a quote of Kamala Harris that says, well, first of all, no, I don't think America is a racist country, but we also do have to speak the truth about the history of racism in our country and its existence today.
How can we do one without the other?
No, you know what? I don't even want to be disrespectful, Auntie. I truly don't understand how we can say, let's talk about the truth of the history of racism in America and how it manifests today, and also say that America isn't racist when that racism is still right here, right now.
Yes.
Like, this is what people are talking about when they talk about how frustrating and useless the Democratic Party is, because it's like, yes, we're happy to have you over Trump, but girl, do you have any idea what a low goddamn bar that is? And to say two things that contradict each other in the same sentence, like, yeah, I get you're a politician and that's your job, but this is why people are frustrated. Because how can you say America's not racist, but we have to be real about racism? How? You not being real in a sentence. How are we supposed to do it as a country?
It's like saying, like,
make it make sense.
It's like saying fat, meat, and greasy, but there's a lot of grease on it.
It don't make sense. How can it be both?
Neither did what I just said, but I'm tired.
Exactly. I mean, and it don't have to. That's the brilliant thing. You could literally put together any words. It don't matter. Fuck order, continuity, sentence structure, subject, verb, agreement, all that shit. Just string together a bunch of fucking words and it will make as much sense as that sentence did.
Which is none. Great start. Loving it. Next, I just wanted to say that a lot of your favorite, like, influential niggas, whether they be in rap or sports or wherever the fuck, a lot of these niggas that are in their mid to late 30s and their 40s that are dating like women that are 22, 3, 4, 5 years old. And then they make these fucking generalized comments on all women out there.
Oh, Lord.
Why are we, instead of saying, yeah, this nigga sees me as a 26-year-old dating a 25-year-old, why are we not asking, what the fuck is it that is causing you or leading you as a 47-year-old gentleman to date nothing but women fresh out of Spelman? What are we doing?
Because we let men get away with it. As long as they're at least 18, men can get away with it. And don't let them be like 15 or older. Truly, nobody will give a fuck.
You got motherfuckers thinking that like the women are just such and such and such and such, that is such and such. Meanwhile, you're 45, dating somebody at spring break that you likely met at spring break.
Right. You know somebody who is 2.5 years older than your own daughter.
That completely has fucking 22-year-old logic and approach to everything. And you're acting like, oh, well, this is women everywhere. No, it's the women that you choose to date because they're all TikTok influencers under the age of 24. You fucking
They're all
weird
young
bitch.
girls, right? And their job is to be cute and have their bills taken care of. And that's who you are, old nigga. So the fact that you are talking about dating as if you are dating women who have the same amount of just time spent on earth as you. I'm not even going to talk about maturity because women begin to out-mature men at a very early age and it doesn't slow down. So I really don't like you're not even dating women in their 40s. You're not even dating women within 10 years of you. You dating women who make more sense as your daughter.
You just not going to come and opine to me. Talk about something such and such and with the women and blah, blah, blah. You can just go ahead and take that shit up on somewhere else because I'm wondering what you're doing here.
I mean, already don't listen to niggas, but don't let you have no 21-year-old girlfriend and your ass is a whole pop.
Last but not least, I'm going to pass a read.
Pass the read like we used to.
Try and read this real quick. It comes from Jackie. Now, I want to say that when I read this, I was confused as to why. Okay, the subject is, this is for my best friend's raggedy ass boyfriend. After I read it, I was like, why is this for your best friend's raggedy ass boyfriend and not for your best friend? So you let me know what you think. It says, okay, hey y'all, this is Jackie. I was going to submit this as a question, but I realized I didn't actually have anything to ask. So instead, I would like to address... I laughed at that too.
I appreciate that level of clarity.
I would like to address my best friend's butterbean looking bitch ass boyfriend.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of already on her side.
This just
Butterbean is so good. Okay, all right.
For some context, she and this guy have been dating for maybe 6 months. I don't know. Time isn't real anymore since the quarantine, but they knew each other for a couple of years through work. They didn't initiate anything romantic or sexual while they worked together because her/their boss is a dickhead and honestly deserves a separate read. Plus, the guy was still involved with his ex. Once he left the job, my friend was extra cautious and waited several more months before allowing their relationship to progress into anything further because this guy has a habit of jumping into new relationships before he's even completely out of his current one, like most niggas. So before they really got serious, the guy ghosted her for several months, and it turns out that he was fucking around with his ex again while he was MIA. Then months later, it's impossible for me to see that without reading Miami International Airport. I can't do it. Then months later, he pops back up, and that's when they started working toward a relationship again.
Oh, no.
Now, this is when I was like, I don't know why this sentence didn't follow with, so I'm really confused, and that's when I started to mind my own business and wish these girls the best. Anyway, love the show. Like, I don't know why.
Right. Now I'm wondering, like, what else can possibly be said? Oh, no.
This was the moment where I decided to leave this shit alone and mind mine. But it's...
Don't lose me, Daphne. What's her name? Delilah. Who was it?
It's Jackie.
Jackie.
I mean, that's not her name, but she said to call her that.
Okay, my bad.
So they're working on a relationship again after the cheating. My friend is a kind soul and will pour way too much into a trash ass man that doesn't deserve her. She helped this man get through severe depression, helped him get back into school, and has been helping him out with his classes. Overall, doing way too much for a nigga who's absolute garbage. So my friend is basically a detective. She works for a private investigator, so she has the skills to find whatever the fuck she wants about anybody with even the smallest bit of information, which is super clutch at times. I like that she admitted that. So when she noticed that her boyfriend added a random girl on several social media platforms, even going as far as making a TikTok account just to follow the girl, of course she gets suspicious. I was like, girl, Mr. Magoo would be suspicious in these circumstances. And that's when I realized I'm old. Because, like,
I mean,
that's a joke from the 80s.
It's an old reference. Yeah, that's an old reference.
Maybe
I barely know. I barely know what that is, just off the sheer popularity of that movie. But I'm just wondering how this is
I forgot there was a movie.
How is this any of our business?
Like, what? Why are
I'm waiting.
you
I'm
not
waiting.
praying for them? And
I'm waiting, right? Thoughts and prayers. XOXO.
she was going to leave it alone, but then she noticed that he had been communicating with the girl on Snapchat on a regular basis. Typical cheating nigga shit in my book. She decides to confront him, and he immediately starts gaslighting her, telling her that she's stalking him and his social media for something that isn't even that serious, claiming the girl doesn't matter, calling my best friend crazy for going out of her way to figure all of this out. At this point, I'm already ready to let the chopper sing, but it gets worse. One day, she texted the group chat with our other best friend saying, he's cheating on me, guys. He's in a relationship with the girl. Apparently, the girl posted that she's in a relationship with him on Facebook. My friend confronted him about this again, and he played his gaslighting cards, calling her a bitch, crazy, a dumbass, a stalker, etc. Basically using everything but her goddamn given name. So again, I'm now ready to drive 5 hours on a Wednesday night to go fuck this nigga up because you're not going to talk to my friend like that. Etc. etc. The fuck, I'm like livid. You would think the relationship's over, right? Wrong.
Oh no, you would think that.
No, I
would think that.
I would think
you would think that.
I think that the email was over, but it isn't. Wrong. About a week or so later, we're on Zoom having a girls' night, which is cute and sad. That
and I have been a part of multiple. Of these.
This is just our lives.
A Zoom girls' night, yeah.
And she's giving us an update about them, saying that the boyfriend used his relationship with this random girl as a test to see if my friend was still obsessively checking his social media.
Girl!
And to see if she was getting better with her trust issues. Bitch, what? She typed that. I didn't say.
Right.
I'm reading mostly all of this. That doesn't make any fucking sense. This man is over 30 years old. Why the fuck are we testing people like we're in goddamn middle school? Honestly, I don't believe it was a test. You don't? Really? Do you think it wasn't?
Wow,
Are you?
sis.
You don't think so?
Amazing revelation, sis.
I truly think he's cheating on my best friend. The other bitch was sloppy.
Right, girl. Exactly.
My girl, this is why y'all friends. And the test ruse was just a way for him to continue to gaslight her and get out of it. I say this because he's now blocked her on all social media so she can't keep up with what he's doing.
Niggas!
Of course, I've been told her to break up with him, but my friend hasn't seen the light. And of course, when it comes to relationships that teeter on the line of emotionally abusive, it's not that easy for the person to walk away. But I will still take every chance I can and remind her that she absolutely needs to leave this nigga. But I say all that to say, fuck you, you funky ass, dusty ass goblin. You better count your fucking blessings while my friend still wastes her time with you. Do you see how that sentence doesn't make sense? Do you see how that's like not really a... Anyway, you also better hope that we never cross paths because it is absolutely on site. I will fuck you the fuck up. Also, Jackie, get a cousin, get a brother, get an uncle. Please don't get into an physical altercation with this man.
Please don't.
My best friend told me that you're now worried about what me and my other friend, our other friend, what we think about you because of this. Please know I hate your fucking guts and I hope you never know peace. I hope everything in your life goes to shit. I wish you the absolute fucking worst in everything you do for the rest of your life. You can fucking rot in hell, you raggedy ass bitch, with all disrespect, Jackie. And then she says how much she likes the show. So.
Oh, Jackie. Thank you, girl. Appreciate that.
I appreciate how much you love your friend and support your friend.
I understand these feelings. I really, really, really do. I do. I get them.
I think you need to support your friend in slashing some tires or... No, don't ever do illegal things. You should...
Destruction of property.
I mean,
don't do that.
Jackie claims she's been telling her friend to leave this nigga and it's going to take, her deciding herself. Which not only do I understand, I've been there myself as the friend.
Did she say how old they are?
But she said that he is over 30. I don't know how old they are.
Okay, so they are definitely in their 20s. So then this makes a lot more sense to me now. Because I dealt with this many times in my 20s. I thought you was my age, girl. Okay, no. Okay, yeah, I get it now. Yeah, so like I understand the feelings here even more, but like girl, the thing is, you can tell her to break up with him and lay out all these very good reasons all you want to. What you will learn the more that you do this is she is going to do whatever she wants to anyway.
Period.
She has to learn for herself.
Period.
She is just going to have to touch the stove and find out that it's hot.
The thing is, she did
have to hurt her feelings. Right. Like, and
she's
that
bandaged.
is exactly right. Like, and she is still not ready to let him go. And you cannot stop her. You can either support her or not.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't change her actions.
Mm-hmm.
So I completely get the way you feel about this nigga, and I feel the same way about more than one nigga right now today in my big age. So trust me that I understand. Like, you're not wrong for how much you love your friend, but you definitely have to dial back this sense of like control over what happens. All you can do is choose to support or not. But getting your feelings wrapped up in like whether she listens to you, that's where you're gonna go wrong, because that's when you start getting like resentful and angry towards your friend for something, a burden that you was never supposed to pick up in the first place
At all.
You're not in charge of what she does. You have to let her do her, period. And if you can't handle it, then okay, you step back or you do whatever you need to do, but otherwise just be a fucking friend.
Yeah, which sounds like you're doing an excellent job of, to be honest with you, because I feel like by now I'd have been like, let me tell you something. I don't want to hear anything else about Jaheim. Like, I hate him. You know that I do. I'm so solid because this nigga has been poorly cheating on you. Poorly. This was a test to see if you're still on my fucking social media.
Jade and I have a hit list.
This is like it was a compilation. You remember that?
Yeah.
This is like that.
Yes. When he was like, I wasn't looking at my ex. It was, she just happened to be in a compilation video.
Shut up.
Okay. All right.
Shut up.
Now I'm breaking up with you because you think I'm fucking stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah, niggas. But you can't, see, that's the thing. You can't get all wrapped up in her and her nigga and what they doing, like,
at all.
You have to have a healthy distance from this shit.
And frankly, I would have taken whatever power available and the fact that nigga, for whatever reason, cares about what y'all think of him. Because I was kind of...
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would tell him to his face, you really should not worry about what I think about you. You have more important things to focus on. Please don't be worried about
like
me.
Floating underneath the blades of a boat. Yes.
Please don't. Because if you worried about my opinion of you, you about to be terrorized day and night. So if I were you, I would focus on things I can control.
Yes, ma'am. And likely only cares about what y'all think of him, not because he gives a fuck about y'all or her, but likely because he knows that y'all are probably on this side of things trying to talk good sense into your fucking friend and see him for the nigga that he is.
Trying to manipulate y'all too. Like, oh my God, he care about how we feel, y'all. He not that bad. Bitch, please. You think I ain't seen bitch ass niggas like you before?
Right.
The way I see through all this shit. Sir, if you gave a fuck about my friend, you wouldn't have ghosted her, period.
Yes.
Period. The fact that she started talking to you again after ghosting is when I, as a friend, would have cut ties, like, emotionally to the situation. And at that point, I go into, I just need to support her and let her know that she's better than this. And she always has us when she finally realizes that this nigga is garbage. But I can't be emotionally invested in it when you doing something knowing that this nigga has violated you. Because at that point, that's your shit to work out. And so all I'm going to do is support you. But I'm not going to be up at 3 a.m. worrying that you with this nigga. So now I have class and I am asleep.
Dude, I'm not charging the Telsa.
But I prayed for you before I went to bed. And when my D&D expire at 8:30 a.m., I will see whatever you text me.
It's Tesla.
It's Tesla.
Whatever.
But whatever. We're right. We know what you mean. Anyway, you didn't ask for our feedback, but yeah, like I'm not. But also, I had to get to this place in life. I was not always this way. I used to ride out. My friend said, let's drive across Oklahoma City to this nigga mama house.
Why? And
I said, okay. Well, I didn't ask no stupid question like, why? We going to harass him, obviously. So let's go. Like I used to be that young person doing young, dumb, stupid shit behind my friends and these niggas. You live and you learn.
I think I would really like zone in on a lot of the information that you gave us here. Some like key moments in this email for me were like, you know, the discussion of how she helps him out with his classes. Stop that.
That means she does his homework.
Stop that.
She does his assignments.
Let these niggas fall down on their goddamn face and get the fuck back up again. You motherfuckers will leave your own goddamn baby in the crib and let that motherfucker cry their face off because they need to learn, right? You motherfuckers do this all the time. Like, can't pick up my baby cousins, nieces, nephews, because they need to just learn to cry. You can't spoil them. Meanwhile, you're doing this motherfucker's trigonometry homework for him. Why the fuck do you think that these niggas act so fucking spoiled and bad? Because they're spoiled and bad. And you allow them to. And you enable the worst ones. It be the niggas out here who just like finished college and are looking for someone to spoil and respect and like have a healthy life with and cry at the wedding. It be them niggas that like, right, you know, are too good and overlooked and whatever else. You want the motherfuckers that are going to cheat on you in broad daylight on Snapchat, TikTok, Bigo, Black Planet, MySpace, like everything. The box, everything.
I just want the girls to be free.
And those are the ones that you're like, I made him a quilt. I did his homework. I raised his children, ours and his others, previous to meeting. Yep. You know, I healed his mother, his ailing mother. I cured her cancer. Like, y'all bitches.
Even though she called me a stupid bitch for the first 6 years we were together, I still devoted myself to her health and well-being.
And he leaves you for the first pair of pigtails that he sees down on the boulevard. And it's like, how did this happen? Oh my goodness, friends, pick me up for my, you know, disintegrated status. No.
Or y'all mad because hoes get chose and you don't.
I mean, hoes get left too.
I mean, right. First of all, these niggas are still niggas and hoes get left too. But also, you're doing the same thing hoes are doing, except you're getting even less out of it than they are.
Nothing.
You're not even getting gifts.
They might get like a tennis bracelet and ride around town or something.
Like you getting dick and occasional attention, enough affection to keep you dialed in. That's what you're getting.
You're getting homework that's not yours.
Hoes are getting this nigga when they feel like dealing with him. You mad at her like she give a fuck about your man. Meanwhile, she got 3-4 other niggas she talking to at the exact same damn time. And losing your man don't mean nothing to her.
If you're gonna put
and yet you mad.
If you're gonna put up with toxic shit in a relationship of any kind, at least don't do the motherfucker's homework. Like,
at least.
I'm certain that your friend has her own work to do, bills to pay, her own shit going on.
Absolutely.
And she got to do all of that.
All that.
Plus also like write a fucking 5-page paper on Moby Dick or whatever. Like, I don't.
Not Moby Dick, nigga. But yeah, like, I just, you know, in a lot of ways, the younger generation is a lot smarter than mine was. And I'm happy for them for the progress that they've made. And, you know, a lot of them are much more vocally feminist and progressive than anybody ever was at my age. And yet. Y'all are so young and still doing. Right. It's like, as far as we've come, there's still so much more to do. And isn't that really the lesson for all of us at these identity intersections?
Oh, as yet took me down.
Isn't it? I mean, because like at the exact same damn time, these girls are out here being so independent and bold and fearless and not giving a fuck and living their lives and managing their own pussy and not giving a fuck. And at the same damn time, it's girls in a bonnet on Instagram holding the hand of some nigga who done cheated on them and laughing about it with hoes who comment in the shade room at the exact same time.
She was comfortable. She did not feel like getting into hair and makeup for that apology video.
You know, and honestly, it don't even really look like a bonnet. And she's a pretty girl, but it's not about. I'm I mean, I'm talking about her, obviously. But the point is that it's a whole lot of hers.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of girls out here who really, at their core, believe that they need a nigga in order to be right or good or complete.
It doesn't
no matter how much we progress. Like,
it also
girls
doesnlike
still are indoctrinated with that.
That many of these girls are surrounded by other girls that are like, where your nigga at? like
right. And family that's constantly asking when they gonna get married and have babies. Like, I get where it comes from. I grew up
Mom,
in that same space.
Auntie, Mima. So not sure if you've sort of taken a survey of the options. And
it's garbage out here, girl.
Not particularly interested in copying the same choices of y'all's era. No shade, no disrespect.
No shade. But none of y'all have marriages that I want for myself.
To like be in a miserable marriage for 60 years.
Like you and you and you and you. Not trying to have what y'all had. No shade.
Because like Black people really up until some point in my lifetime, I feel like, would celebrate the fact that their mamas and daddies stayed together through it all. Even though they were fucking miserable and abusive and toxic to your Black asses in the process. You respected the fact that that divorce was not an option. Even though they fucking hate each other. Except for when you come over on Thanksgiving, because at least then there is honey ham and ribs.
I mean, it's literally my own story. Niggas who should have divorced but was too worried about what other people thought. Yes.
It's many.
Absolutely. Right. And it's many, if not most. And that's like across racial lines. People are fucked up, period. Yes. People are doing shit that doesn't actually serve them every goddamn day. And women especially. Yep. And Black women especially. And so I want the girls to be free. I understand that the conditioning standing in their way is fucking tough, though. I do. I get that. So I'm extending a lot of empathy for people who are stuck in that situation. I just want you to know that you deserve so much better than that nigga, girl. Like, you just deserve to not have that stress. Even if you by yourself, you don't have the stress of a nigga who is wearing you the fuck out because he refused to do right. Like, you just don't deserve that stress.
You might be trash too. I don't know you.
You might, but like, if you can downgrade this nigga to the occasional dick status he belongs to and focus on finding somebody who is actually worth your time. Like, I just want that for y'all. Those of you who want niggas, I want y'all to have niggas who deserve you. That's all I'm saying.
And all I'm saying is, if you don't hold niggas accountable, you can't expect them to ever do shit differently. It's just not going to happen.
Right.
Like, y'all will dance around all of the excuses for a nigga and do say, fix, move, create, build, cook, fuck, whatever the fuck you need to in order to hold on to that shit because, oh my God, you love him. Even though you can maybe think of 2.5 things you like about this nigga, and dick is 2 of them. So, like, you have to start actually holding niggas accountable for their shit.
I mean, you know,
let them
and
go
attention
cry to their mama or whatever guardian.
He FaceTimed you on your birthday. That counts for...
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he did not. He FaceTimed you to ask you.
He was supposed to, though. He was
FaceTimed you on your birthday to ask you what you were cooking for dinner that night. And in the process of speaking to you and reading your facial expression, was able to jog his memory that it's your birthday. Bitch, listen, I don't care.
He was supposed to,
I'm not fucking that nigga. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, I really want y'all to have the partnerships that you deserve.
Studs too. Studs ain't exempt. You niggas are in this as well.
Yeah, they are. Like, and honestly, don't get me started on the hashtag dykes. Like, I honestly don't get me started because we already way over time and I could go on for another half hour about dykes. So I'm gonna just let that go exactly where it's at. Best of luck to everybody dealing with niggas right now because shit's rough out there.
Amen.
All right, that wraps up this week's episode of the show. Check us out on social media at This Is The Read. Our website is thisistheread.com. And of course, you can find our merch at shoptheread.com. Any announcements from you this week, friend, before we leave?
A Happy Meal this week, which is a couple of things that made me smile. One, I've been playing a lot of new Pokemon Snap, which is just a game where you take pictures of Pokemon.
Oh, fun. So like Pokemon Go.
It's like a sequel to the first Pokemon Snap from the Nintendo 64, which was the 90s. Like, this is when I was a kid. And I was like,
Okay.
I don't know that I would be interested in that game as a 33-year-old. Like, I play games of all kinds, but I was like, just riding around in a buggy and taking pictures of Pokemon, I don't think it's still gonna like captivate me. Wrong, bitch. I have worked, and in between working, I take pictures of Pikachus. Like, that fucking game has been everything for me recently. And it's not like I don't have a million other things I should be catching up on.
Sounds fun.
Also, I loved Willow Smith's new song featuring Travis Barker. I love the punk rock direction. I think it looks good on her, sounds good on her. So that made me smile. As well as Twitter reminding me of when her mom, Jada, was in a metal band and was a rock star herself. And sort of reinvigorated my celebrity girl crush for her. Because Jada on A Different World was like she was in the era of my first crush when I wasn't sure. I just recognized her as being a beauty.
I can understand that, right? Because Jada was extremely fun.
She was also super tomboyish.
And still is. Like
still
has that same big dick energy. So
yes. So that was probably also a factor.
I understand. Believe me.
But when she was like rocking out and doing Ozfest and shit, and was just like, I was like, I see it. But
I did too. I also saw it. Yeah.
And then I don't know that I have another one. That's it. It is 8 minutes from 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I have eaten nothing today. I have
not
had
even an uncrust.
Nothing to eat. I need to get up in 7 hours. And this is my existence. And I have to continue to do everything this week with a smile.
Amen.
So,
on that note, we are going to head on out and we will see you motherfuckers next week.